Hello children, now we are going to try to draw the diagram of the bass clef using our notebook. As for those who have their manuscript, you don't need to do this. All you need to do is just when I'm putting the diagram on or the writing on, that's really when you need to draw or to use the manuscript. All right, now first we are going to draw up our 5 lines, just like what we did before when we were doing the diagram of the staff. So we're going to skip 2 lines from our heading. Here we go. Now we don't need a lot of space for this diagram, so we just need a little bit of the big page, and we're going to brighten our 3 of the lines that is in the book, just like previous diagram. And the lines, don't make the lines too long. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. You can always pause the video and review, and backtrack the video and repeat. Okay, so you can always go back. Anyway, so I'm moving. Now remember, we're drawing 5 lines, so we brighten 3 of the lines in the book first, then we're going to get the next 2 lines in between by putting a dot in the middle of these 2 top lines here, and in the middle of these 2 top lines over this side, and in the middle of these 2 bottom lines over here, and in the middle of these 2 bottom lines over here. That's it. And then we connect our dots now to get the other 2 lines, so we end up with 5 lines. All right, so that's 1 and that's 2. So now we end up with our 5 lines, and of course remember to use a rubber to draw your diagram so you can rub out any excessive markings. Okay, now we're drawing the diagram of the bass clef, so we number our lines, always number our lines, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. All right, now we're going to put in the symbol. All right, so we put I'm going to use a red ink to highlight the bass clef a little bit better, okay, so you can see clearly over this background. All right, but in your book, please do not use any red ink. It's best to use the black or your pencil. It's best to use a pencil overall. All right, but I'm just going to use the pen just to highlight so you can see the diagram clearer. Okay, now let's put away this pen and I'll continue. So the first thing you do is put a dot on the 4th line, and the diagram that you're going to draw is going to start on the 4th line, touching the 5th line and stop. Simply, it looks like an N. So you're going to do it again. Let's do it 2 of them. Start, put a dot on the 4th line, start from the dot, touch the 5th line and come down. Oh, good. And then we're going to separate these 2 diagrams with a line coming down. I'll use the black ink for that. Straight down from line 5 to line 1. There we go. And we have the first stage of the diagram. Now what we're doing is doing this diagram in stages, okay? So this is the first stage of the diagram. Now the next stage, we're going to start again, put our dots on the 4th line. Good. Start from the dot, go and touch the 5th line and come down in a circular motion and stop on the 2nd line. Yes. So it kind of looks like a question sign. It does. All right, now I'm going to redo the diagram. So put a dot on the 4th line, start from the 4th line, start from the dot, go and touch the 5th line and come and stop right back on the 2nd line. And you notice it have this little, it's a bit slant. Yes, I need it slant. Just keep it slant like this. As I said, kind of let it look more like a question sign. All right, moving on. So we're going to add, so let's draw 2 more because this diagram is a bit harder. We're going to draw 2 more for this. So in total we'll be drawing 4. Bam, there we go. That's 3. Then 1 more. Here we go. Now we are finished. So this is basically how the base clef look, but the diagram is not completely finished. What happens now, this diagram carries two dots like this. One, two, one, two. And notice where I put them? I put them in between the third and fourth line and the fourth and fifth line. So we call it, instead of saying the third and fourth line, we say the 1, 2, 3. We say the third space and also the fourth space. So the dot goes in the third space and the fourth space, just like here and here. It could go over here, but because we are drawing the diagram in stages, we just need two here. So if you notice, we do two of this, and two of this. Now let me separate this diagram with my line coming down. This line is called a bar line. All right, and I'm going to put it at the end here. Also another bar line, just to show that the diagram is completed. All right, so I'll put a double bar line in this case. Normally we try to put double bar line at the end of our diagrams, you know, and it's a little bit not so perfect, so I just use the rubber to perfect it and remove excess lines, so, you know, give it a little bit of neater touch. So there we go. That is how we draw the diagram of the base clef. All right, I hope that wasn't so hard, wasn't it? No, that was not so hard. All right, so just follow my diagram now. Thank you.